Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm Drew Stew, sitting here at the EQN Sports Desk, here as part of the Cal Power Celebration of Champions with the NRCHA, and I've got the El Presidente.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so very much.
Aurora Niccolazzi, you are the new president. You just got elected, what, a few days ago?
Yes.
And you're running the whole youth side of this, huh?
Yes, sir.
And you were treasurer before, is that right?
Yes, I was the treasurer of the NRCHYA, and recently we've been getting everything together for this celebration of champions, and I was also running kind of the dance committee and getting everything planned on that side of it.
So talk to me about what it's like to be on the governing side of the youth side. So talk to me about what you're going to be doing in this new role as president.
Well, there's a lot of fun things. Landry has been the president, I believe, for the past 4 years, and she has done an amazing job growing it with her and her different boards and all the parents helping us, growing it into such a beautiful and amazing group. And it's been amazing to learn from her because last year was my first year on the governing board, and I ran for president just to run for multiple positions, and I was very happy that I got treasurer because I was able to learn from Landry and get a very good understanding of how our board works. And I believe one of the biggest things I'd be pushing for now is to get more college recognition for our riders, because I feel that a lot of the other disciplines have that recognition. A lot of schools have reining teams for D1 athletes and equestrian teams. They have the Western Pleasure. They have the jumpers. So I'd like to, at least if we don't get the cow horse event in it right away, it's not as big of a deal right away. Hopefully we can get it there as soon as we can. But mostly just getting our riders to have that opportunity, whether they go on the rodeo team or the reining team, whatever it may be, but to be able to be seen and have that equal opportunity as everybody else does.
That's a pretty cool angle of attack, because the rodeo teams, I'm from up north, I'm from Montana originally, and still a lot of schools, rodeo's a club that gets recognized, but still, a lot of times, like at the D1 schools, I was at the University of Montana, it's not recognized at that level for sure. And then you guys with cow horse kind of bringing it back. We've just been having cow horse at the high school finals for 5 years.
Yeah,
maybe
not very long.
Yeah. So that's very cool that you're doing that.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
very
you so
very cool
much.
Because this is growing. And
Yes.
This is growing.
Yes.
And what is so great about the NRCHA is the growth.
Yes.
And I think you guys are poised right now to be kind of the industry leader in growth right now.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Well, I think you guys have got a pretty cool thing going here.
Thank
so
you.
That's going to be a good mission. So how are you going to go about that? You're going to go and so you're already going to college right now?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So I'm attending Paradise Valley Community College, so I can dedicate this next year to finally doing my last and final year in the youth and enjoying it and trying to do my best and compete at the highest level that I can with my amazing horse, Short on Sugar 016. And but we're trying to I've been lucky enough to know a bunch of people that have connections to those colleges, whether it's through the reining world or the cow horse world. We have a lot of amazing people, and our newest youth advisor, Katie Ray, she's been already open to really helping with that.
Great.
And our newest tutor that we have for the youth association, she's really open to helping with that as well. So we're just going to try and work on it and maybe try to expose our riders to also careers in Cowtown. We've heard that it's a very good place to connect with colleges and all that. So just try to, now we can, with our new board, and get everybody back together again after this show and just try and push for those certain things and see what others want to do as well when it comes to fundraisers and fun events. But some of the more serious stuff would definitely be angling that way.
Well, planting the seeds is so important, don't you think? I mean, even if you go like to the equestrian coaches, the rodeo coaches, and that's the end because of our worlds, right? But then it gets to the athletic directors. And when those ADs get on board, and then it starts that conversation when they see the growth, that's great. So, but it takes somebody planting the seeds, right?
Yes, and it takes a lot of push and a lot of work, but I think we have so many amazing people supporting us
Yeah.
that I don't see it taking forever. I believe we can do it, hopefully,
Yeah.
or get somewhere where we can keep growing it. And it's been amazing just to see in this most recent youth meeting that we have when we had our elections. It's been one of the most full crowds we've had in a very long time. So it keeps growing, and it's very cool because yesterday in the Fence in the World's Greatest Youth, there was 90 entries, and
How
today
cool
we
is
have
that, huh?
80, and it's like, where are all these kids coming from?
Yeah.
So it's very exciting.
That is so awesome. Well, I mean, look at what it's done in the high school rodeos just over the past handful of years, like we were
Yes.
talking. So the cow horse is integral in like the all-around standings at the high
Yes.
school. It's a huge part of it now.
Yes.
And that inadvertently pulls kids that maybe wouldn't be a cow horse kid before, but wants to run at that all around. So then it gets them in the industry, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, we like this.
Yes.
You know, and then on the top side of that, the colleges, the NIRA can look down and say, hey, look at the growth that the NHSRA is having with
Yes.
cow horse. Maybe we need to think about this on our teams too. So
Yes.
good
I
for-
think it's amazing.
good for you,
Very
sister.
cool.
Well,
Thank
good job.
You. Thank you so
Let's-
very much.
So what about school? What are you going to school for? Let's talk about you a little bit.
Right now, I have just a 2-year plan set up for doing an agricultural business-based degree.
Okay.
So that way, if I could even get an opportunity to go to a college team would be great. And to continue to study in that field, I believe would be my field of interest. My mom works for Cargill, Neutrino Horse
yeah,
Feed.
yeah.
So, and I think they have an amazing setup and
Cargill
an
is
amazing
huge.
company. They have a beautiful work family life, and it's very, very cool. And even or Markel or any of those
Sure.
companies. And because necessarily for now, I feel pretty happy being a non-pro.
Yeah.
The non-pro life's pretty nice. I don't
Awesome.
know if I'm ever going to go pro, but at least I have a plan if I don't, and
Sure.
a way to continue to give back to our industry
Yeah.
and to continue to be involved in all these different. There's so many things to be involved in now,
Sure.
from the youth to the sponsors to the committees to all of it, and it's so amazing to see it all.
Good for you. Good
Thank
for you.
you.
So I worked for Chris Cox years and years and years ago, and we Neutrino was a big sponsor.
Yes.
And I met with, there was a team of ladies, and I can't remember their names, but they were from Cargill. They were like corporate, and they were the best marketing team I believe I've ever worked for
Yes.
or worked with in my life. And I remember it because I was just kind of cutting my teeth a little bit back then on the marketing side of things. And that team over there, like, I was like, wow, this is what real marketing, I mean, they're good.
They're very good.
They're very good, and
They're
it was
very
very. And I cannot, for the life of me, remember the gal's name. I was just blown away. I remember calling her one time and being like, "Look, I thought I was a decent marketing person. You are lights out by far the best I've ever seen." So
Yes.
that's cool. That's
Thank
so cool.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very cool. Like, my mom's a very hardworking woman, and my dad's a very hardworking man, and I'm so blessed to have grown up with them, and they've
Sure.
given me such an amazing lifestyle and amazing work ethic. I feel I have
Yeah.
a pretty good work ethic, and it definitely comes from them and our family
Awesome.
background, so it's very
Awesome.
amazing.
And your dad, he's still training away, huh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He's doing the cow horses all the way, and he's so excited.
That's great.
It's fun.
So your family background, you were telling me when you stepped up here, I asked where you were from, and the family's from Italy. I mean, by the
Yes.
last name, of course,
Yes,
right? Like kind of a
yes.
dead ringer.
Yes.
And then, so Italy, California for a while, and then Arizona now, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So in Italy, my dad was reining in cow horses because the cow horse wasn't very big in the beginning, but he was doing them both all the way.
Yeah.
Then we moved to California because he moved
So
to work.
you were in Italy.
Yes, I was born originally in Italy, so
Okay.
we moved here when I was 2.
Okay.
I didn't speak English till I went to kindergarten.
Yeah.
But it was very cool, and so we came to California, and Dad worked for Purist Cows and Horses,
Okay.
which were people from Italy that had come here and built a ranch, and we basically ran the ranch. Like my mom and my dad ran the ranch, 200 acres up in California, 75 head of Corriente cattle.
Very cool.
And 25 head of horses, and bred like 2 mares and had some pretty amazing horses. So many, it's bingo time, all of those were very cool. And then when I was 10, we moved to Scottsdale, Arizona when my dad was working for Ranchos Rios with Andrea Fapani. And then he was doing the cow horse and the reining. And he had made his first open fraternity finals 2019, I believe, or 18, while he was there at Andrea's. And we had our cow horses at Loma Vista.
Yeah.
And then he now works for Heaven Sent Ranch down in Tucson, Arizona. And he's been there for 5 years now, and they do all the training of all the horses they breed. They have a lot of horses and a lot of very cool breedings, and my dad gets to help with the breedings and everything, and it's very cool to see all these amazing mares that we have cross over with these amazing studs and have so much success with them, such as Metallic Slayer and HSR Metallic Kit Kat. She's such an amazing mare. They've both made the Open Fraternity Finals these past 2 years, and they're just such amazing horses, and I'm so excited to see how they keep coming, and they're very cool.
Well, it sure sounds to me like you've got pretty good business acumen, my dear. So you're going to be involved in this for a long time, aren't you? This is going to be your wheelhouse, huh?
Yes. I very much love the breeding side of it. My dad has a love for it, and he's definitely passed it on to me.
Yeah.
And I enjoy seeing all the genetics cross over and who Doc Bar, Metallic Cat, High Brown Cat, Kit Kat Sugars.
Yeah.
Personally, Kit Kat Sugar fan.
Yeah,
just
atta-girl,
because
atta-girl.
mine's Kit Kat Sugar. But they're all such amazing horses, and it's cool to see them all how they turn out different. You can have full brothers and they look completely different. Full sisters, it's just twins. Like they're just completely different wheelhouses. So.
And it's so cool, like with the different incentives that are popping up in every discipline. You've got to know that business.
Yes.
All the stallion incentives that are everywhere, and it doesn't matter if it's over here or if it's over in the team roping side or the barrel racing side or the futurity side, all of it. I mean, and knowing that and, kind of betting on the come once in a while on your crosses, but you never know. But that's a great part of this game and a super important part of it. So.
Yes, it's very cool, and I'm so grateful for how much it has grown, because I feel like we keep getting more and more opportunities in the cow horse nowadays with all these stallions coming in, and it's amazing for the stallions and for stallion owners, and even for all the owners that love mares. I personally love mares, and I think they're amazing, and it's very cool.
Oh, they're the backbone of this whole deal. We talk about the stallions a lot, but we all know that it's the mare. It's the mare power.
Yes,
it's the mare power.
If you need a good mare to cross over with a good stallion.
So the young kids that are out there that may be in high school rodeo and not really know much about the cow horse deal, what would you tell that high school rodeo kid that's maybe thinking about dabbling in the cow horse?
Oh, do it. Just do it. I don't care.
Be prepared, because you're going to get sucked in.
Whichever event you do. I personally do the boxing. I'm not prepared to go down the fence yet, and I'm okay with that. And I believe it's just such an amazing, just a world to be a part of. We have such an amazing community, from the Cowboy Church to all the association events. All of it is just so amazing, and it's like such a big family, and the horses are amazing. They give you so much try all the time, and it's just such a beautiful thing to be a part of. Big adrenaline rush, very fun to compete against everybody. But at the end of the day, it's, even though we're competing against each other, we're all super good friends, and we love to go and hang out, and they go play football in the arenas when the finals are done. All stuff like that is just such a fun group to be a part of, and it's very cool.
Well, thank you so much for coming up here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I absolutely love that. Like you said, the turnouts are getting bigger and bigger.
Yes.
And then there's some sides of our industry where they're not seeing that growth as much, and it's very cool that you guys are seeing the youth, because at the end of the day, if our kids aren't doing it, then eventually it goes away.
Yeah.
So
who's going to do it?
Who's going to do it? So it's very cool that it's such a big family and so many youth competitors getting it, and there's something for everybody. Like you say, if you're scared of going down the fence, it's okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah. So well,
Until
awesome.
you do it, then
Until
you're
you do it,
gonna
then you're
wanna
hooked.
do
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
it's so many amazing levels to compete
Yeah.
at. So.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck
Thank you. I
leading the
appreciate
youth
it.
association.
Thank
You're going to do a
you.
great job. I think y'all
Thank
are in
you.
good hands. I
Thank
think,
you guys so
yeah.
very much.
Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for hanging out here with us.
Thank you.
Well, everybody, make sure you stick around. We've got a lot more coming up, and congratulations to Aurora. She's going to be leading the. So, how long is your term?
A year.
It is a year.
So
Gotcha.
it will be this show
This show
again
next year?
Yes,
All
every
right.
year we elect a new office, so it'll
Gotcha.
be very cool.
Well, she's going to be the top of the charge, leading you guys down what looks to be a great road in all of 2025. On behalf of Aurora, I am Drew Stew. Everybody stick around. We've got a whole lot more from this great show at World's Greatest and Cal Power. And the celebration of champions keeps on rolling on, everybody. We'll talk to you in a little bit.